Okay. White House, that's our goal. Hopefully we're not gonna encounter too many seekers. We're gonna encounter quite a lot of seekers, aren't we? Okay. Oh, there's the first one. Oh shit. I need to check my strength. 29. Weapon we use requires 22 though, so maybe we can switch things around. The build is 5. I'd rather have magic defense. Yeah, it still gives us the strength we need. So, what I'm going to try is basically summon the skeleton, change to a melee weapon, and go. I don't really get why they're put in such places in the first place. Crossroads, something like that. Maybe a remote part of the road, something like that. That's something I can understand easily. Wish there was a better way to switch the weapons around. Wait, let's go.
Even as a magician.
Yeah, this didn't work. Not enough interruptions. Also, we can't fight like this. The problem with this would be mainly that we'll always talk to him. That's no good. This way we can avoid the talking parts.
We shall get you.
Did they kill the skeleton already or what? Yes, it did. So it's tough to fight these bastards. In many ways, I'm not sure the summoning is all that good. We're still so close to the city that I'll just go and rest. I'm mostly pleased about the fact that if we're not exactly doing well against those, but at least we can take them down. I still feel that we haven't found the right way to fight against them. Uh, Closing in to melee is probably our best choice because we don't have range work capabilities really, but summon creature usage, how to support the attack is not working well. Maybe we should do the summoning after we've initiated the attack. Don't know. We need to figure out something. But for now, at least we're making progress. And if we don't have to do casting, as in the spell casting, the sword is probably better than the magic wand anyway. Our armor class is a bit lower than it would be normally, but I think it's worth better. We can survive the enemy physical attacks. It's the seekers that are the problem. How much magic do we have? 60. I'm thinking of fighting them with basically the freeze attack and melee. Combination of those. With a little more mana or better, different summons will probably be good too. But the undead creatures are just too vulnerable to fire.
Nice lighthouse you've got here.
Thank you. Just walk on all the way up the stairs and take in the beautiful view, me lad. Make yourself at home.
Ooh, well displayed here. At least that's something. So this is our new base of operations. Look at the foggy view. The view distance can be increased, I think. It's just, in normal gameplay it doesn't matter at all. It's in these very scenic views that are extremely rare where it would look quite a bit better. But again, since most action happens at a much closer distance, it serves no good point. I don't care what we're going to face here as long as it's not Seekers. I know it's going to be Seekers, but I just wishful thinking on my part. Wargs, that's what they should be having here. That's what they had last time, somewhere up there. I think there were snappers too. Maybe even dragon snappers. Yep, snappers. I wonder if I can lure them away one at a time. If I shoot a spell there, I'm going to have to deal with 3 of them at once. That's probably good enough. I screwed up quite badly then. Don't care too much. Just wanted to separate things a little bit. The mana use alone would have meant that we had to go and rest anyway. What is this? Scroll of Skeleton Goblin. Pray for donations. Oh, we don't have the gold for this. Again, that's something we've been delaying quite a while. And it's pretty much because we don't have enough mana. I mean, it's still fairly cheap to raise mana by learning points. So I've been avoiding that. Not sure the bonuses you get are all that worthwhile though. But if they're not all that worthwhile, it's not gonna be a huge loss if we avoid doing it anyway. So it works both ways. About 1,000 experience away from getting a level up. That's what I want, some kind of a level of progress. Not sure that's going to be enough either. We would be at 27 learning points. That should at least get us somewhere. But there's still a lot of spells to be learned, spells, circles and all that. So we're looking at a huge amount of level ups before we can realistically be of all that much use. As far as spellcasting is concerned, we're pretty much at the halfway point. What is that? An orc. Of course, an orc. And fire didn't either hit or it didn't do anything to him. Either way, orcs. Shit. I think we're gonna just block it with ice and beat the shit out of it. The longer range weapon would work better against an orc. Much better. And we want to cast the first one with the Mage's Wand. it would still leave us enough magical power to cast the ice block another time. So hopefully with the sword, that gives us enough time to take care of an orc warrior. Still a cumbersome way to fight this in this game. So you can get forward, but it's the 2-step forward, 1-step back kind of forward, instead of a steady progress. And what a snappers. Oh shit. Out of the 3 fireballs, 1 actually hit and did damage. That doesn't help. It sort of reminds me of explosive weaponry in Fallout games. I mean the more modern first-person shooter ones. In theory they're great and have a huge area of effect. In practice the area of effect can be, or the blast wave can be blocked by pretty much as a simple thing as a little edge at a doorway. Something that's at a different level than the floor, and the blast wave may stop there. So it makes area of an effect weapon sometimes work as basically as well as a normal that you have to aim at a target or it doesn't do shit. Feel the fireballs here are the same. It's sort of a crapshoot if it's going to hit, or is some kind of an interruption or some kind of a glitch going to prevent damage from applying. So it is an expensive thing to acquire, the ability, and then the game basically offers a huge amount of ways for you to screw it up without really doing anything wrong. Game says that all the classes are balanced. I don't believe that for a second. Not for a second. So far, at least, what I've seen as far as enemies are concerned is that undead are fairly easy to take down if you know fire magic, or probably magic in general. But everything else would have been fairly easy with range weaponry or melee focus. Because I'll do best against them with my melee, and I'm shit at melee. So if all those points would have been going to strength and weapon abilities, how much easier would it be? Massive amounts more damage and better weapons. That's the difference. More snappers, Jesus Christ. Take away the... Yeah, the camera isn't helping. Where exactly is the orc here? By the way, we're basically at the level up. If we kill the orc, that's probably it. And we're getting a decent amount of high value items. Well, low value items, good number of them. I really should sell them away. It's again at a point where inventory management is becoming a bother. Just changing between the weapons I want to use requires a huge amount of scrolling around and figuring out where the actual weapons are that I want to use. I can probably get away throw away every weapon that has a strength requirement of 50 or more. Very unlikely to reach that kind of strength values unless the tablets of strength give some huge boosts, and I don't think they will. I'm expecting something like maybe 1, 3, 5 system. Like the crappiest ones give just an extra point, the better ones a couple more, and the third one might be 5 points at maximum, probably 3, because that seems to be the highest I've seen in the bottles. So I'm not expecting a lot from them. A little bit of a boost, maybe something around 10 points most with all the tablets gained. But the investment is worth it because it provides it to everything. Weapon skills, attributes, mana. It'll still be worth it. Especially if we get to raise mana to the point where natural gains would cost 3 learning points per mana point gained. At that point it would be worth 30-point learning investment easily to learn the skills to read all the tablets. Just for the mana increases alone. So that's quite substantial. It's probably even more valuable because we have what, 8 mana tablets. And even if they're very pathetic increases on their own, there's still 8 of them. Where's the aura? There. Wrong spell. It has to be the orc first. There you go. Yep. I love this spell. Love it. So good. Okay. I can't fucking look at the different direction. Yeah, it's certainly not pretty. Victory is victory. What is that? Basically I'm worried it's a warg. If it's a... I don't know what it is, doesn't matter. I'll kill a couple of field raiders. It's just so relieving to fight against something other than seekers. So this forest is my new favorite place. Wondering should I invest in mana? Investing mana naturally we have to do it at some point, but At the moment I'm sort of thinking it in a way that are we going to get any more casting, or thinking about a fight against a orc like that. How much would we need more mana to really make any kind of a difference in a fight like that? We're talking about quite large numbers in such instances, so basically you need something like 40 points for it really matter. With the 80 points we have at maximum at the moment, we would need 120 to be able to do a second summoning spell. We would need 100 to do a summoning spell and the ice block. So that's probably the most realistic. And that's still way, way, way above us. We would need, what, 40 points? So just spending it here now, it just won't make a difference. That's why I'm holding on to it. And we might have a better use for it anyway. Especially tablets would be one. Ability to read the ancient language. But in some ways I do wish I would do the mana first, because the ancient language is not going to be able to aid us. It might be quests related to, at least at low levels, because it's fairly cheap skill to initially learn. But the problem is I'm not going to read certain tablets anyway, even if I had the skill. But if I do the mana first, then I could basically read everything immediately. So it's more of a question of how much experience are we going to get from exploring. If we get a level up or two still, then we could do the mana route. Raise mana by something like 20 points first, and how much do we have natural mana? This gives 20, right? We have 15 probably on top of that from the items. Yeah, so 35. Which would be it at 45 natural. That's not good at all, really. But 60 might be the borderline. At the point where it starts to cost 3 points per mana point, that's when I feel it's worthwhile to start using all those abilities. Might not be the smartest point, but still, we would need 30 learning points to reach that. So we still have a lot of room to grow. A lot of room. More snappers here. Now there's a shadow beast too. We get about 50 points of added value from each snapper. And 60 points. And probably something like 12 of actual monetary value added. Field Raider. Also see boars here. By the way, creatures that we should not have any real troubles fighting against. Ah. Another group creature. If we want to fight one of them, we'll have to fight all of them. Playing through this game is probably half. It takes half as long if you play someone who can do physical combat fairly well. Just because you save on the traveling time. You'd probably learn a healing spell if you can. Paladins do get some spells. Healing rune. Maybe some potion making. And then everything assume melee combat or foes. Something like that. Is there anything of interest here that we can see from the map? The forest is fairly large after all. It looks like if we go at the edge or with the border of the sea, there shouldn't be all that much. Everything worthwhile is probably inside the forest. Yeah, I don't care too much. This is mostly about experience. The added value of the loot body parts we collect is a bonus, nothing more. I'm sure we'll get a few interesting sights. There should be a... Oh yeah, dwarves are dangerous. Public service announcement. We might be able to take them down one at a time, and we probably should. We can't operate in that area if we have to worry about the dwarves constantly. Oh, the shadow beast here. Not sure I want to even try it. Might be able to take it down, but we also have looted its cave already by using sneaking abilities, so it's sort of pointless. It's also there if we happen to need some body part from it later on. I think I'd rather go against the boars than the wargs though. Warg would mean using most of our spell power to take down one. Certainly can't take two at the same time. With the boars, they're more or less of equal value. We can take down two of them. Okay, boars are actually worthless. I didn't realize they're so worthless. They're less worth than the field raiders. much more tougher. Yeah. Why did I had the idea that boars were tougher? Or boars? They clearly aren't. Really weak, in fact. I don't want to fight two of them at the same time. They're only worth 60 points. They certainly are not doing you any damage, so they're fairly harmless. A lizard. Looks like multiple lizards, in fact. Like a large group of lizards. Yep. Getting attacked by one is bad enough. I'm not gonna survive this. Problem was again that the damage got split. I might have, if I could have taken down a single lizard with the spell, we could have fought the other one. The target locking system, in my opinion, doesn't make all that much sense. Because you can't target, or even lock target from a long range where it would be the most useful, where there's a high probability of target accidentally switching. I can't lock target, and there's a fairly sizable group of lizards there. Could I, how many points do I have? 35? Okay, that's 2 fireballs. Could I lure one of them away? There's probably 3 at least. Four. Okay, and we lost luck. I'm gonna spam my fireballs and run. Yeah, still 3 of them. We will kill a couple of these. That's another orc. No, we're not gonna go there. Not without magic. So, in the middle of the forest there's some kind of a orc group too. I guess it makes sense for us to stay at the edges then. We'll try to carve a route to the black trolls. There's also some kind of camp there. Now that I know about the orc presence here, it could be an orc encampment. Here's where the shadow beast lies. If it's sleeping, not a problem. I'd like to actually do something worthwhile before and not just kill the monsters. We're right at the edge there. We have to go through a small patch of forest after the lizards and we'll reach the road again. That should be very close to some kind of a small settlement. It's like 4 tent encampment surrounded by a wooden wall. That's what it looks like. So some kind of camp. But someone's also bothered to build defenses there, so who knows what it is. I'll take a minor detour here, just to take a look at what's here. I'm expecting seekers. I want to make sure. There's some easily to kill creatures, we might as well kill them while we're here. Work, 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 work. I'm not going to stand there and wait for their response. There is a chance that the damage will stick again if we don't rest too long, so we might be able to take care of them. It looks like there's some kind of a interesting forest formation there. If the damage doesn't stick, it doesn't really matter. We'll continue some other routes. Still, attacking the wargs from this side makes a lot more sense. At least we have a line of fire on them before we stumble upon them. And there's too many to really just go in there and hack things. With wargs we might be able to take down a single target. Not exactly great. Run, you fool! We could have had the material power to kill it. Yeah, there's no telling where it actually is at this point. It could be anywhere. Okay, can we spot it anywhere? Sometimes you can see the walks from here. Yeah, we are not gonna survive this. Problem is, I can maybe take a hit or two before I'm dead. I'm surprised we still survive.
Get out of my bed.
Don't mind if I do. $100 experience. Excellent. That cannot be the only warp with damage. I'm just gonna stick my nose up here, shoot at the first warg we see as much as we can, and bail out. Is that it? We do have a problem with this. Now the guy is sleeping in my bed, so I can't just wait tonight. Ah, shit. I'll see if I can kill the remaining warg here. We got quite a few hits on it. Yeah, where's my mana? I guess we can teleport to the town and rest there. But it's a good reminder for us. So morning and midday is a good way to wake up. Otherwise the bastard will take over my bed. can't actually see it. That's the problem. So, this kill is ours. I do need more lights. Too much stuff. Okay, it's just a road. That's all it is. Yeah, I wasn't quite sure what it was. Clearly, it was some kind of a anomaly in the normal landscape. I suspected it might be in some kind of a more interesting site. Maybe a nest of the wolves or something like that. Oh crap. Yeah, I'm dead. Shit. I just can't see anything there. I'm getting the hell out. We don't have the mana to do anything though. Shit. Zombies. What is that? Yeah, that's a cemetery in the middle of the forest. That's what it looks like. Certainly not something I want to go do during the night time. But it's very close to the lighthouse. And we don't have to worry about the works coming to our asses anymore. So yeah, I think we're gonna go and do that next. A proper interesting site. If nothing else, those are usually a good place to find those stone tablets. So every time you see one, you should go and visit it. Also, King's Sorrel, which is a necessary component for all perma boost potions you can make. So there's potentially 3 to 5 points of magic every time we find one.
Oh, damn it. What's up?
Nice.
Thank you. Just walk up.
No. No. Crap. God damn it, Jack. God damn you. Ah. Okay, this is a way to make infinite mana. Unequip your mana wand and re-equip it. It's not really useful in any kind of fighting purpose, but it means we don't have to use mana potions if we want to teleport around. Interesting. Well, it also means that there's no point using mana for casting light, because you can just switch in and out the mana wand. So that's something.
Really didn't deserve that.
I don't feel in any way
Someone's got to do the work.
Telling you anything new.
bad about using such a system because again, it's worthless for combat purposes really. Maybe you can kill some very low level things with that. I mean, it's for fire arrows, but anything that we're now having to properly fight against, that won't do shit. It'll anger them more than do any real damage. So and it might not work if you have mana. I mean, if you have 0 and then do it, then it does its thing. But outside that, not sure if it's even useful. By the way, so far this place is working fairly well for us. Just have to remember to properly rest instead of trying to do those small increments. I don't think it matters in this game anyway. Maybe it does, but I haven't at least noticed any kind of difference or consequence for doing full rests constantly. Yeah, zombies. Zombies. I still just feel incredibly relieved of not having to fight against Seekers constantly. I just wish they weren't so concentrated. Every place, like stone throws away from each other, there's another Seeker. I feel that's not the way they should be used. It's a warg. Another warg. More wargs. I'll leave them alone for now. That's not what we want. We want skeletons and zombies. Not sure zombies are that easy to kill. But a skeleton is 300 experience points for 2 fireballs. I want to see what's here. Yeah, it's a cemetery. A minor ruin maybe. By the way, usually offers decent loot as far as items and easy experience, so I can live with that.